Patience in the soul. Managing directors, past prime videos and HD 3D content, and all of Louis training company limited. To effect and grow, service under economy. They are dealing with various African videos, sales, rentals, wholesales and resales. Latest audio and user series all over the country. I see you again, my brother, Mr. Adetutu Ademefu. Mr. Kofoko, I did see you, my brother.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning, my sister. How are you doing?
I do very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. My people, now our second guest petition. Make you help me enjoy this music small. Now, our last artist, I know you listen to Mr. Edogiawerie. It was fantastic. Mr. Kofoko, all the way from St. Gregory's College, Lagos. I hear you. Go for the law, and they see you, my brother. God bless you. And they call my sister. Our next guest today, now Mrs. Esosa Edogiawerie. I hope say I get the pronunciation.
That's correct, Edogiawerie, but that's very good.
Edogiawerie, and you see, in this our WAZOBIA show we dey learn.
Not bad at all.
This my sister and a sister of many parts. So she got power, no be small. The kind things wey this woman dey do, our men sef make sure I no vex our men. You go try small before you catch her. She is a full-time housewife, a full-time wife, a full-time oga madam. A full-time worker.
Yes.
A full-time mother. But one thing where this woman they do made them very important. I want to make all of my listeners listen well. This woman they do something where fit help our community well. Some of us get children when we say they get speech problem. Some of us get pikin when we say they get ADHD problem. Some of us get pikin when we say they get learning difficulties. And these are areas where our families, our children, our wives, they need help and assistance. Today, Fabi, Aberwagba, and they speak you, my brother. Make we don't take your time too much, my sister. Make we fire the go. Now, this first of all, give us a brief introduction about yourself. As we always do for this program, we want to make our people worldwide make them meet now. Tell them about yourself. Give us a brief background about your background, education, where you. It is very important to make you know the places where our people where they born them.
Okay.
Because some of us they got, like me now, I come from Abeokuta. Okay. So make Abeokuta people here say, now our boy be that. You now, I suppose say you come from Benin.
I come from Benin.
Our daughter Wedo.
Wakoyo.
Where you come from. Say you they get if you get feedback from me, madam, I suggest make you use your earpiece.
No, yes, are they okay?
More than one, okay. Have you got more than one item connected?
No.
Okay. All right. Tell us about your background, madam.
My name is Esosa Edogiawerie. I'm a mother, I'm married, and I've got 2 boys, 2 children. And I'm a specialist speech and language therapist. What that means is that I do work with children from 0 to 19 years to adult age. We get speech, language, and communication problem. Speech problem now be say now Benin City they born me. Yes, you are right. I was born in Benin City, and then I emigrated to England. So, um, as a specialist speech and language therapist, I work with children from 0 to 19 years that have speech, language, and communication difficulty. A speech problem now be say when somebody have problem, pronounce words. For example, somebody wants say water, you say kaka. That one has speech problem. Or somebody wants say bucket, you know, sabi say bucket properly. You say something like bucket. Then that's a speech problem. Then the language side of problem, now be say, you know, say when we they talk, we feel say mama go shopping, mama they go market, daddy they go work. So the way we put word together like that to create sentence, that one a language problem. There are some children who go have problems say they not fit talk am in a very smooth order. Say mama they go shopping. You say boy wey reach 7 or 8 years, or a girl wey reach 9 years. You ask me say where mama? He say go. Instead they say mommy is going shopping or mommy they go market or daddy they go buy something. You know if you put on like that, he go say mommy go, daddy go work or daddy work. You know if you say daddy go work. That's language problem. And then the communication problem side of things is when people have problem. For example, you know, so when we they talk now, I go wait for you make you talk before me I to reply to you. I go think about what you tell me before I reply. Say put my sentence together to reply you. So or I they look you when you they talk, or uh, me and you we kind of use non-verbal communication. Now we say even though you know they talk, I they look you, I they understand where you waiting you they do. All those ones now the communication side of things. That's what I specialize in. And all of this problem can be caused by a whole lot of number of things. It could be that the child have autism. It could be that the child has learning difficulty in relation to the child get problem how to learn things. Because we learn language and we learn communication very naturally, we don't know say to communicate is a very, very complex thing. It's very, very complicated. It's not easy for me to pay attention to you now, to listen to what you they talk, then to get the information inside my ear transport am to my brain, and then my brain process on my brain, and then I think about what I want talk, and then I pick up the words, the way the words are arranged in the brain. In the brain, there's something called lexicon. In your lexicon, words are arranged inside your lexicon. Your nouns, your verb, your adjective, your pronouns. So for you to be able to access all those areas, you quickly go and pick up your nouns, pick up your pronouns, pick up your adjective, and then order it in the right order and say what you want to say. And then when it comes to saying it, you also need to be able to move your muscles of the tongue, muscles of the mouth. How to open your mouth to actually produce that word that you want to say properly. So sometimes autism, learning difficulty, Down syndrome, or for unknown reason at all, there's a breakdown in any of those areas. There could be a breakdown that I not feel hear what you they talk. There could be a breakdown that I hear, but my brain not feel process am. Then there could be also be a breakdown that even though I hear am and my brain process am, I not feel pick out the word in the right order. May I tell reply you? Or even though I feel pick up the right word, everything else in place. Maybe the muscles of my mouth, no, they move properly. I don't feel move my tongue front and back or sideways. I don't feel open my mouth wide enough to actually articulate those words that I want to say. So it's quite complex that we don't understand that. And then you have people again where they stammer. That's another problem. That's another area that speech and language therapy work with. And then speech and language therapists also work with people that have swallowing problem. You know, sometimes when you born children now, they find it difficult to actually suck bottle. When you put bottle for their mouth, they don't feel suck them properly, so that milk goes enter their mouth. That's a big problem. That's because the muscles of the mouth is not working properly. And that can also affect adults. If adults have stroke, if adults get dementia, if adults get Parkinson's disease, or Huntington's disease. So all of these things can actually affect the nervous system and then the nervous system now will be weak, and then it affects the muscle with the mouth. And then the person not feel swallow, the person not feel chew meat, chew food, solid food. Then we have to purify the food for the person to swallow. That's what happens with stroke. When stroke affects someone, stroke damage the part of the brain that controls all the muscles in the nervous system, and then those muscles becomes weak, and then swallowing becomes a problem. So all of these people, these are what we work with. I work full time, like you said. Yes, you are correct. I work full time with the NHS. I run my own private practice, and I also involved in a lot of charity. I try to work with our people. A lot of our people will not understand what speech and language therapists they do. I've seen a lot of our people from Africa. When they refer their children to speech and language therapy, they say the picking get a little bit of problem, maybe ADHD, like you said earlier, or maybe attention deficit disorder. That's ADHD. Or this child also have a problem with understanding words. Or if the child understands, the child get problem to actually put words together to make sense. A lot of parents say, that one now Igbo problem now, not the African problem. We know they get that problem.
They go say to Fiakwa, God forbid.
Yes. A lot of them go say to Fiakwa, God forbid.
I quickly heal some people, like my sister. Make I quickly heal some people because if I know it, then they go back for us.
Okay.
I wipe people, I want to see my personal person, and they heal you. I think when you bimbo, and they heal you. Gloria, Efemini, and they heal you. And Gloria says, thank you for the insight, Esosa. Yeah, now the insight now we need, my sister, because some people, if you talk to them now, say, your children, then some people go even see the children and say, look at you, you don't yes, you know future. This one now banjo, this one and this. We want to change the mentality of our people.
Yes.
Make we know they stigmatize these children.
No.
Make we know they marginalize them.
No.
Make we give them love and attention where they need.
Yes.
What would be your advice for some of our parents, our uncles, our brothers, and even some of our young ones who get senior brothers and sisters who get speech problems? What would be how we go take treat them? What would be the right way to treat them rather than to just marginalize them and push them aside? Make we no go play with them. Make we punish them on top of the punishment which they don't get already. Talk to me, my sister.
In that kind of situation, we say a lot of parents go say, like you said, you tell them say their pikin get problem. They say to Fiakwa, I no get problem. I go carry and go church. Church go deliver them. Pastor go pray for them. That bad spirit where they body go come out. But it's good that you want to take that child go church, which means you are trying to do something about it. Pastor pray for them. But the next step say, if pastor pray for you and God answer your prayer, God send me as a professional to you. And then I come there. Do you know that my God sent me to you? Will you listen to me? Or are you expecting miracle to just happen overnight? That miracle can't happen overnight. Say you sleep, you just wake up the next day, autism just disappear from your child body. No. If you pray, God answer your prayer. The next person that comes through to your door is a professional that works in that kind of field. The best thing you do is to listen to that professional. Is to listen and take that help. Don't keep thinking that miracle, miracle, miracle. Sometimes miracle comes in different ways. That's one thing our people don't understand. They think say miracle be say you just wake up, that thing go just disappear. No, if you get cancer, you go hospital now, you go take treatment. Even though you don't pray put. If you get headache, you take paracetamol. If you get anything, they take paracetamol. And it's not nice make with the last people will get problem like that. Maybe they call them kokoko. If somebody this time I will say, see, I'm not a bit talk. If they do kokoko again, kokoko, you don't they do kokoko, mumu. You don't know anything. The boy not be mumu. The kids not taking. Are you the mama or the papa? We don't know what you want to do for this child. Now be mumu. Now you know Sabi look after your child. Now you don't know say this child need help. No, this child not be mumu. Now you the papa and the mama and the brother where they call him mumu. Now you can be the mumu because now you don't know say your brother need help. You know if you go get help where you won't give your brother. So that's my advice. My advice is if you suspect, say, if I say this boy or this girl they behave in a way, what we go do? If you live in this country or whether in Nigeria, anywhere you live, If you get doctor, go talk to your doctor. Say, look, oh, be like say my pikin, I go to talk to her, I know they reply me. Be like say, no, they hear waiting I they talk. No, don't put it down to stubbornness. Because it might not be stubbornness. Because they say, it's stubborn. If you beat nonsense come up for a year, he go here. Just beat him. Beat him where you know discipline and I curse him. Now he's stubborn child. If you discipline him, no.
That devil way dey but na king go comot
Nah.
that devil way dey but
They say you too. They go say, "Mom, you too soft. You too soft for her. You too they look and you too they make her think say, you know they beat her and I make her. If you beat her, he go come on. No, it's not like that. Why? Thank you. Why you not go think say this child? Maybe there is a reason why when I talk to this child, the child not here. Is it because he here get problem? Is it because he here there is something in the brain that is not making the child process that information properly? Is it because that this child is, there is something not right? This child not fit find the word. You see some people now say, slip of the tongue. Oh, I know the word. I'm trying to figure out the word I'm trying to say. I know what I'm trying to say, but I can't get it. The same thing happens. It could be that this child know what the child wants to say, but he can't just get the word out. And if you actually talk to these children when they grow up a little bit, they'll tell you, say, I know what I'm trying to say, but I can't get the word. The word can't just, you ask and say, are you trying to say bird? No, it's not bird. It's something like a bird. It flies too, but it's not a bird. I'm looking for another word that's similar to bird. That tells you something is not right. This child is having problem actually accessing the lexicon. That is the dictionary where we keep our words in the brain. That's my advice. Parents, take action. Don't. If you pray, that's good. When somebody comes to help, take it. Don't think that speech and language is not an African thing because they know they diagnose them for Africa. They can't diagnose them for abroad now. So now Igbo problem. No, it not be a Igbo problem. Every human being.
Thank you, my sister. Yeah, some of our people they talk. I just tell you waiting some of them. Gloria Epemini talks say we need to change our orientation. That one a big message for us.
Yes.
Our Cameroon princess Janine Bahi, she talks say everything where you talk to say not true. And she talks say everything where you talk to say not true. We need to change our attitude. And the model us and they thank on well, we thank on for joining. After they wave you, that's why they wave you back. So my sister, what we go talk to say, by the way, those of now we just join us. And they talk to my sister here. Her name is Esosa Edogiawerie, and she's a Nigerian. And the thing which they do, they say that speech therapist, which especially with children. But now, as they talk to me now, and I can't realize say not the only children get speech therapy
No.
issues. Be like say some adults they need that. When she don't explain, adults will get stroke or will get dementia. People like that, they will get some of them they get speech problems. So in job which we do now, we cut across all ages, and we talk on them very well for what they do for us. At what age, madam, will somebody start noticing the signs that the pikin gets speech problem? What are the signs to look out for? Because if you act fast, person will sit down, you don't go sit down with her. If you waiting you go to look for at what age and at what stage as the pikin dey grow, where you go contact say this one be like say problem there. Tell us.
Say when we born children, we know say first pikin go learn how to sit down, and then he go start to dey crawl. By 6 or 7 months, he don't learn how to crawl. By 10 months, the child don't begin to stand up, trying to learn how to walk. And then by 1 year, the child don't begin to walk. The same way with they learn all these things that talking come, regardless of any language, whether Benin, Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, any language. A child that is brought up in a very rich language environment where everybody they talk every day. By the age of 1, that child is supposed to be able to say 1 or 2 words in their language. He should be able to say mommy, daddy, papa, mama, water. You feel ask and say, come and sit down now, you go come sit down. You feel ask and say, where papa, If you don't fit talk and say papa go work, if he talk say papa work, if he talk say mama market, those kind of little things. By 2 years, if he use 2 words, if he say mama market, daddy market, and then you see some very sharp children. By two years, they are making long sentences. You say, daddy they go work, oh, daddy no back come back. Now 5 o'clock they'll take come back later. You see what I mean? 2 years, Sabi say those kind of things sometimes, depending on how sharp they. If your child is 2 years and the child no they talk at all, you know even say mama, daddy, you see they do like a 6 months old baby. All the time. Oh, ba. Da. He want drink water, he say da. He want drink orange juice, he say da. He don't know the difference between orange juice or apple juice. He don't know the difference between rice and pounded yam. Then you have to be worried. Say, it be like say something is not right. Oh. You are this speaking, you want to eat rice, he say dada. You want to eat pounded yam, he say dada. You want to eat dodo, he say dada. It be like saying that dada they say for everything. Then there is a problem. You start thinking. It's just like you born a child reach 1 year. The child not fit sit down. He not fit crawl. You see what I mean? That's worrying as a parent, that it looks like there's a motor skill problem here. The child is not able to sit herself up properly. It's not able to crawl. It's not able to walk. The same thing with talking. You call the child no answer. You call her, boss, he not turn around, he not look you. You start worrying whether the child they hear things. Is the child here or the child here, he no want answer you? So those two things, you need to be worried about it. You call him, he come to you, even if he hear and he come to you. You say, bring your bottle, make I give you water. Bring your bottle, make I give you milk. He no bottle. By 2 years, he no bottle. That one, they worry you.
Okay, my sister, I can hear you. Now, what you go talk again is how many years where you don't they do this speech therapy job? By the way, those of us where they listen, my sister here, she get private practice. She they do that person where you feed consult privately. Make you know get that mentality. Say, this one as I want contact time like this, now money go chop. Relax. Our sister, God don't bless her. Now, if they give back to community, not be free, but just talk to her first. They said, Oyibo go say a trial will convince you. But if you go mama put shop, you go see for Nigerians that go write and say a trial will confuse you. You understand what I say? So, but if you want to get in touch, before our guest goes, she will give you all her details. All our details she will give you. Also, if you contact WAZOBIA, just go Facebook, type WAZOBIA, you go see our logo, you go see us there. Make whatever inquiries where you want to make. We go link you up with our guest. Or alternatively, those of you who know me, who know my number, or who be my friends on Facebook, contact me direct. You understand? You will give. There's nothing to be ashamed about. Me myself, I get grandson will be say he gets speech problem. Eh? And be like say I'm going to talk to madam soon about that one very soon.
Very well.
There is always room for improvement, no matter how bad the situation is. We just need this little bit of education. Mr. David Babarisa, my good brother, and I see you. Biya Ojojeleke, our former guest today, he is still watching us. We thank him because this thing they're very important. They affect our society well. So when we as parents don't identify, say our child get this speech problem, what will be the next step what will be the first step where we go take, and how we go take follow on, make you give us step by step learning, put us through a learning process. How we go first to identify, once we don't identify, what will be the first step we take, and what will be the other steps we will take in chronological order. Thank you, my sister.
Okay. Thank you. The first step you will take when you identify that your child has a problem is to contact the professional. Any professional that you know that will help you direct you to the right path. Maybe, for example, you have a medical doctor, your GP, your, your general practitioner. If you go to your general practitioner, the general practitioner will recommend you.
Madam, sorry, I'm hearing some noise in the
Yes,
background.
I am hearing it too. I don't know where it's coming from.
Okay. Try your earpiece if you have it, please, if you don't mind.
Sorry, do what?
If you have earpiece, let us try it,
Okay.
please, if you don't
Shall
mind.
I go and get earpiece then?
No, you can go and get it. This is our own video. You can go and get it. You are VIP now. You can go and get anything you want. My people, our guest, and this thing we will talk today very, very, very important. Willie Alfred Adeboye, my brother, I see you again. Oh, thank God for watching. All of you where they watch. Thank God. Make sure share this video. Make sure spread the word. Oh, because some of us stay here, so when we say our children, our grandchildren, our nephews and nieces, they get speech problem. Some of them get ADHD problem, and some of them are autistic. Yeah, waiting our guests they do today be say she dey educate and enlighten us about how to identify the situation, and, and when we identify the situation and know say problem dey, how we go take solve am. Na im our guests don dey talk to us since, and the thing kind lesson wey we go learn from this thing no be small thing o. And the good thing be say this lady she dey approachable. You fit approach am through us. If you go to our if you go to our page on Facebook, Jide Adeodo Adewale. So I dey see you, my brother. God bless you. So wetin we go do be say, first of all, identify the situation. Know say our pikin don get the problem. Once we don identify the problem, na im we go come know say this na the steps wey we go take. Na the steps wey we go take after identifying the problem. Na im my sister dey explain to us now. Prince Yinka Aki, I dey see you. God bless you. So my sister, continue with your discussion. God
Okay.
bless you. Continue with you were
The
enlightening us before
uh,
on what to do after we don identify say this child gets speech problem. You say the first thing to do is contact professional.
yes,
Make you continue
you
with
contact your
the
professional, and the advice your professional will give you is for you to follow that kind of advice, because the professional will advise you the right way. The earlier the intervention, the better for the child to get better. As soon as you notice that the child is having problems, and you take it, the child will get better quickly compared to if you leave the child to get a little bit older. The more the child grow older, the more the problem is difficult to rectify, because the professional will put.
sorry again, madam. I mean, is someone else online on
No,
in your house
no,
talking
there
to
is
you?
no one else online.
Go now. Continue now. Sorry.
There is no one else online with me.
Okay, continue. Let's continue.
There
You
is
can
no
still
one else
continue.
online. I'm here by myself, and the place is very quiet actually.
Yeah, it's just that I'm getting feedback. Continue, man.
Okay,
Continue.
me, I'm getting feedback as I don't know why. Our, I think it's better now.
Now network, now network.
It could be
Continue.
network. So yes, the earlier intervention is the key to successful recovery.
Yeah, continue. This is the best we can do. If you cannot get an earpiece, then we have to, because earpiece might make it better.
Okay,
If you can't get earpiece, just continue. We have to manage it like that.
okay,
Sorry.
that's right. So
Okay.
what I was saying is that earlier intervention is the key to successful recovery. Uh,
Okay. So now, when we don't get this situation and we don't get the professionals to stay involved, you know, say this thing go involve time. You go they go, they go for assessments.
Yes.
You go they go for counseling if possible.
Yes.
You go they go for series of tests and what have you.
Mm.
Now, which can, because some of these things they stressful. Say person get 4 pikin,
Yes.
one pikin get speech problem where they cause all this attention, where they divert all this attention to a mother. Where if sometimes it be like say papa fit no understand as much.
Yes.
Where's my food, you this woman? Where's my food? Other pikins dem go say, mommy, it's only Andrew that you are, it's only Dayo that you are always talking to. What about me? So what advice do you give our parents, both mothers and fathers, to manage situation wey be say as dem dey manage the situation, e no go affect, I dey come, sorry. As dem dey make dem, as how dem go fit manage the situation wey be say the thing no go affect the other children. They
The
have to
best,
juggle it.
the best way to manage that kind of situation is say, yeah, a lot of parents are lucky, like you said. When you have 4 children, 3 of them don't have problem, only one of them have problem. I've seen parents that they have 3 children or 4 children, all the 4 children have problem.
Okay.
You see what I mean? Because for some reason, to some extent, genetic plays a role in it. So that if a man, if somebody in the man's family stammer, or if somebody in the woman's family stammers, there's a possibility that they will have a child that stammers. If somebody in the father's family have autism, or if somebody in the mother's family have autism, there's a possibility that the man and the woman will have a child with autism. So sometimes I have seen parents that they have 4 children. All their 4 children have the same problem. And so the best way we manage that kind of situation is to get mom and dad on board right from the beginning, through the assessment process, through the diagnosis process, through the intervention process. Mom and dad has to be involved so that they can work together and they understand exactly what mom is doing and what daddy is also doing to support the child.
Okay. Thank you. So as you obviously you there for London here the work. Say what your clientele, what percentage of on a clientele, the people where una they see regularly, which how much percentage of them be ethnic minority group like our black people, Indian people? You know what we mean by BAME.
Yes.
How many percentage we of the people where you they see the BAME people?
Um, I've been working in this field for about 14 years now. Going to actually 16 years. I keep saying 14 years, 16 years. I've been in this profession. 16 years. The large number of people that we serve are BEM, are people from the ethnic minority. They are the people that we serve most. But the trouble is that so if you see that a lot of parents, yes, they are. A large number of the children that we serve in school, parents are not fully on board because they are from ethnic minority and they don't fully understand what we are doing and how we are supporting the parents. Whereby the Caucasians, the Europeans understands it properly. They will embrace it. They are the ones that will call you. They are the ones that will ask you for what's the next step forward. What are we going to do now to support my child? Whereby a lot of ethnic minorities parents don't fully understand it. They don't really call you. They're really not interested to see what you're doing or what you're saying. If you say to them that this is what I'm doing in school to support your child, they really don't get it. To them, school have to make their child clever. School have to make their child better. They think that they put the child in school. It's the school's responsibility that the child has to be clever. That's why where it gets from the ethnic minorities parents. The
Thank you.
first thing that I think a lot of ethnic minority parents will know is that You are in charge of your child's education. You are in charge of your child's success. What you give to your child will determine how your child will come out in the society. It's not the school's responsibility for your child to be clever. No, you are responsible for that. You decide where you want your child to go. The school don't decide that. The education system don't decide that. You decide whether you want your child to be go to university or you want your child to be not go to university. That's your job to do. And so what you put into your child is what you get out of it.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. Now, make I just say one or two people. Folake Flo Ibinyemi, thank you very much to our guest from last week. Thank you. Very, very fantastic show. Joe Fowotade, alias 2 by 2. I didn't see you, my brother. Thank you very much. All of them will join today. I will enjoy before when you never call your name. No thanks to as we dey school so we know say your name. If you say your name, we go call you, but we know say we dey hail all of una well well. So, madam, wetin come interest you to do this job? You know, say most of the time, for instance, now when I dey grow up, when people ask me, say, "Oh boy, which kind of work you want to do?" Now from young age, I don't talk say na lawyer I want to do. I don't. As I can't take as I can't end up being DJ. Obviously, I don't get my law degree. I get my qualification. But as I can't take enter the music now, I don't know. Like we say, destiny can never be changed.
No.
So why you can't decide say that this job you want to? After you don't study, you don't cross all the hurdles like say person wey dey run 100 meters hurdle. You can't reach there, you can't say, but I don't go do pharmacy, Gary.
Very true.
Medicine.
Very, very
We don't get enough doctors. What you call make you think say that this job you want to?
Very good question. Curiosity. That's what got me into it. Curiosity. You know, when I have always been very interested in languages, in English, in studying English, in becoming a broadcaster. As a matter of fact, as a child, I wanted to be a broadcaster. I wanted to be
Sorry, madam, talking about English. This English don't get too much. Oh. We go lots of pidgin go find on now.
okay, okay.
We don't dey write your fine now. We
Okay,
go soon post
so
it to you.
you know when you date child, when you date pikin, small pikin, you want become a broadcaster. You want study mass communication. So yes, as a matter of fact, I did curiosity. When I had my eldest son,
Continue, madam.
my
Don't
eldest
worry.
son was when I had my eldest son. He was the only child that I have at that time, and when he was 2 years, like I said, now he wasn't talking properly. He was talking a little bit, but not properly. I was worried, and I contacted my head visitor. I said, "Well, my son no dey talk properly." So my head visitor referred me to pediatricians. They assessed him and they said that he's slightly delayed in the way he talks. His expressive language was delayed. He understands everything, but his expressive language was delayed. I said, waiting that one me. You know what? Just like everybody else, I said, waiting that one me. Ask his expressive language. He asked his expressive language go delay. He is very clever. He understands everything. Why is it that he's not able to put words together to make long sentences? He's 2 years. He still use single word. He still say mommy, daddy. He call his little brother. He can't put words together to make long sentences. I said why? So I met a speech and language therapist. Now, this is what really helped me. Because my head visitor was a black woman, she was a Caribbean. I listened to her. And when she told me that she's going to help me, I believed that she was going to help me as a black person, as a non-European. So she referred my son to a speech and language therapist. And when I got to the speech and language therapist, I met a black woman too. Although she was not an African, I met a black woman. The first thing I asked her was, when is my child going to talk? He's going to be able to use long sentences. He said, yeah, he said she can't tell me. He said because he was explaining the similar thing that I explained to you. He told me that it's a very complex thing. We need to first understand why he's not able to put words together to express himself in a long process. I was fascinated by that. I was really, really I was really, okay, may I broke down. I was really what? So talking, the way we talk now is a complex thing. Say, I said, me, I want to know that complex thing. Waiting make talking, they complex. Now, that was what got me into it. I tell her, say, it takes 6 months before I see my child, though. And then when he see my child, he tell me say he go also see my child in another 3 months time. I say we don't wait 6 months. Why another 3 months? Why can't we see him next week? He said because there are no speech and language therapists. England is short of speech and language therapists. I said okay, me I want to become speech and language therapist. I said so that make I look after my pikin for house by myself. She said, okay, if you want to look after your child by yourself at home, that's fine. Go and apply to university. It's a 4 years degree course. That's what she told me. I applied.
I,
Straight away I
wow.
applied. I
You
applied and I got
accepted it
admission. That was it. Because I thought I can't wait for any test to be seeing my child every 6 months. I want to be able to help my child by myself.
well done, madam. So I clap for her. The reason why I clap for her be say you don't ginger my brain small again. You see, our mothers, our people, our fathers wey dey there. Now another way to tackle this problem be this. So if una see say our children get speech problem or they get ADHD or they dey autistic, they get one program where they talk say if you no fit beat them, join them. If una join, if una join like madam do, make una go apply, make una go study the art of dealing with this kind thing like madam did. You see now, she don study am. 4 year course she did in university. She graduated now. She no need to wait for NHS to look after her pikin. She still dey look the kind blessing wey she come get from there now. She still dey take am bless other people pikin. She still dey look after other people pikin. All our listeners, you don give messages tire. Too many messages dey come in. I no fit
Yes.
fail eBay. I dey see you give us message tire. E be like say one day, in fact, message me Vanessa. We go bring you come this program because the contribution wey you sef dey give is valuable for our program well well. And Mr. Honorable Bayo Folarin, all the way from Naija, my dearest brother, I dey hail you. As you dey hail me, na so I dey hail back. We thank God. We thank she saw say all these things they give them problem. Yeah. Now okay. Sylvia, Vanessa, Ofeli, Ibe. Afro-Caribbean children need specialists that can understand them too, not categorized in a box. Yes. Edgar Agu, I see you. We don't lose my guest temporarily, but I dey try add her back. She go come back, come join us. When she come back, come join us now, hopefully we go get better line. My son dey watch you. Ifeladipo, I see you, my son. Well done, all the way from Norwich. I dey see all of una. Right. Waiting. Okay, what I go do here be say, right. I dey try to, madam, if you dey there, I dey try to. Okay, wetin we go do be say, as we don lose madam now, we go try continue this by video because all these network people today that they try us and they don't know say as they try us now only goes fire we go send to them straight. At the come now wrong button at the press. Yes. Yeah, we go try and see whether we fit continue by video because we don't lose connection. We don't lose connection. They don't carry us come out. So we go try and get okay, madam. Yeah, help me turn your phone, please. Help me turn it around so that it is horizontal. So that it is horizontal. Just keep turning it. I'll tell you where to stop, ma'am. Okay. The other way around, ma'am. One more. That's it. Yes, that's it. That's it. Just make sure you are in the picture. No, you don't change them again. Leave her like that. Yeah, that's it. Yes. You don't So our people go to see you now because they're not one make.
I tried to send a request to you again.
Yeah, I saw them, but you know these people, then they envy us now. They don't want make we talk. Now line. Holy Ghost fire. I thought I go fire them. So as should they go? As should they go, madam? Now, the next question where I want ask could I be say, as this thing be now, when you go call no, because our people do, like you said before, well, you have to wait 6 months before you see a specialist. After 6 months, they can't give you another 3 months. You know, so person way get pikin, way get all speech problem, carry and go meet a specialist. At what stage are we supposed to be expect improvement? Say okay, after 1 year, 2 years, is that the right time to expect improvement, or improvement if it come before that 1 year, or if improvement if it come after the 1 year? And if the improvement come, what kind of improvement would they look out for? Fire go, madam.
That will depend on you. Now I talk just now. Say, now you, now to determine your child's destiny. If then give you recommendations. For example, now I write program for you. I write intervention for you. I give you as a parent, say, if you reach home, make you they do this with your pikin. If you not do one, if you reach home, you not do those program with your pikin, you put them for one corner. Your pikin not go get better. Not be once in 3 months when your pikin go come see me, go make your pikin get better. Because when we are working for the evidence, there's a limit to how many times you go see pikin for a year or 2 years. So, but which is why I set up my private practice.
Tell us about the practice as well, please. Give us all the information as time they go. When you finish answering the question, give us all your Facebook, all your contact details. Give us, madam.
Yes. Okay.
Don't give us your phone number, or if you don't like them, but give them all the rest.
I'll give them
all your handles. Okay, madam. Go. Continue.
Everything about when I set up my private business, because I put myself in the position of mothers as well. Because me, I not feel wait for 6 months or 3 months, me then they see my pikin. Although by the time my pikin reached 4 years, it was fine. Like you said, you see what you said now? Because I was doing more at home than waiting for every three months. By the time my son reached 4 years, 5 years, he was perfectly okay. He recovered and he was speaking normally. And I bet you know my son.
Well. Now I go. Now that one we go take round up now. Continue, madam.
So my son was fine by the age of 4. He has catch up with all his mates that were ahead of him in terms of his expressive language. Now, in my private practice, what I do is I give parents the amount of time that they need. A lot of parents will tell me, because I'm as an African, I know that a lot of parents don't have the time, or they don't have the knowledge to actually handle the kind of therapy that I would give to their children. So if they tell me that they want me to help them, I will help them. I will explain things to them in a more simpler way so that they can understand. Like me and you, they speak broken English now.
Yes, sir.
I will tell them, say, look, this is the reason why I tell you make you do this. So this is very important. We need to teach your child independence. We need to teach your child how to pronounce words. We need to teach your child certain things like this. I will explain it. I say, if you do it 3 times a week, your child will get better. Most of the parents I work with, they actually do that. I will tell them this is what you have to do. The parents will do that. Whereas a lot of parents will go to NHS. If they see Oyibo talking to Oyibo.
True.
You see what I mean?
Yes.
Or Oyibo explain things to them. They don't understand the kind of Oyibo speak. They not go feel ask questions. If they see they are kind like me, they are able to ask questions. They are able to open up. Even children in school do it. As soon as they see you in school, you see children, they start getting excited. They start calling you auntie, even if they don't know you before. Yes. Say, oh, hello, auntie. Auntie, my mom has that kind of dress, you know. My mom looks like you. They make them feel very comfortable because they see somebody that looks like their mom.
Yes.
The same thing with our people. They are a little bit more comfortable. They are more open when they see somebody like their type. They go tell you, say, this thing what you tell me make I do. If I say I don't go get time to do one because I did go work. My husband they go work. They go open
Brilliant.
You say we talk about charity things earlier. A lot of the things I do privately at home that I don't talk about because I don't have organization for that. It's more of a charity work where parents are going through depression, parents are going through divorce problem, marriage problem, relationship problem because of their child has special needs. The parents will call me and I will give them advice. I will end up talking to the man and the woman together, making them understand that look, you can't blame your wife. A lot of men will say get within their wife. Abi you don't go sleep with another man. Abi na the sin where you commit. Abi na the juju where you do. Abi na make this child be like.
Abi na your papa wickedness. Yeah, our people.
So one of the things I do is to make the man understand. Say if you go that route and we investigate this thing further, you'll be surprised. Say maybe the gene come from you. The gene will make this child be like this now. If you find out say come from you, what do you go do? And then you will go see say the man will go quiet. If we investigate further, now if I say make I ask you, any member of your family will be like this. It will say it be like say one of my cousins be like that too. That's what they call her mumu that time for Nigeria. So can you see now say the mumu gene
now your body the mumu day.
You see? Yes, so not blame your wife saying that your wife do something. Maybe now you do something. Your wife is supposed to blame you now. You see? All those kind of education, I do that privately at home. I give counseling to a lot of parents. I give counseling to a lot of children. Because children like this, they grow up, they have low self-esteem. And then I will talk to them how to build their self-esteem. I say, look, just because you have a problem does not mean you are any lesser than anyone else.
Yes, sir.
You are exactly the same as everyone else. You can achieve everything else anyone else is achieving. And that's it. That's exactly what I need to get across to a lot of our parents today.
Thank you, madam.
That just because your child have a speech or a language problem does not make your child any lesser than any human being.
Thank you very much,
madam. If you call your child, say your child na mumu, the whole world will treat them like mumu. If you tell people, say, my child no sabi talk, that does not mean say no be mumu. And then the whole world will see your child as a special child.
Thank you.
Your child will be mumu.
Thank you, madam.
So now you go define your child for people. Now you go tell school, say, look, my child might not be able to talk, but she's a very special child. And she will go to university and she will be a better person. And that's exactly what your child is going to be.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very, very much indeed. Before I go, because our time they fly for this our program. Before I go, Gloria Efemini, thank you very much. You thank WAZOBIA for putting this program together. You say it is very good. It's a very good initiative. Hopefully, it will reach a lot of our people. Help bring about a shift in our paradigm down a big grammar and bring about a positive change. Yes, it will. That is what we are all about in WAZOBIA. We thank you very much for your comment, and we are hoping that every now and again we will bring very qualified professionals. They're full ground for this country. Niger professionals full ground. We get neurosurgeons tired, they line up, they queue. We get people who will be said they be once. Last time we had a deputy head teacher for secondary school for this program. We get plenty people in all walks of life. We be say, you don't go see them. They don't go carry them call Sky TV. They go carry 1 year mumu person come there, come say this one clinical specialist. But our people still there. If they don't feel make our noise, sing our song for us, we go sing them ourselves. Toby Ezeriaku, thank you very much. God bless all of us. We don't listen to our program today. In testimony to waiting, Madam talk. This woman, she's very, very, very busy. She does a lot. I mean, as she signed up, she will tell you about the charity work where they do. They do a lot. I mean, out of her extremely busy schedule, she found time for us today. And we have to round up now because she has to run. But I am a witness to our Pekin. She found herself in this profession because of her Pekin. And to God be the glory, I can tell you today that our Pekin, he did university. He studied, he do everything where every other Pekin they do. He did university and he's doing extremely well. He's a very brilliant and very nice now full grown man now. If don't talk past himself. But In fact, I did some mentoring work with the Peking. Maybe say apart from the studies, he's still very, very brilliant. He's in the process of becoming a very good DJ too. So the sky is the limit. No talk say because your Peking get one small challenge. You could call alienator, you could call our Banje, or you could say, where I from get this one said. This one not from my papa, this one not from my family. No, they work like that. Now, Madam, don't tell you, Esosa don't tell you, say, there is always help, but heaven help those who help themselves. Don't just sit down there. Thank you, Ona, very much. Thank Ona very. Yes, ma'am. Total. Make we not talk out for English. Our people don't go get that. Total aspiration. Total aspiration.
Total aspiration. If you go to my website, you will find my details there. You go to www.totalaspirations.co.uk.
Yes,
I get website, and I did Facebook as well. I did Instagram, and I did LinkedIn. You will find me everywhere. Yeah, inbox me. I work with people from India. I've been working in India for the past couple of days via Zoom. I still work in Africa as well. I have a lot of Nigerian clients, honestly. Zoom has made it very easy. I train professionals in Nigeria as well. And I also work with individuals in Nigeria as well. So it doesn't matter where you live, you can reach me. Now that coronavirus has blessed us, it didn't cause us any harm, it blessed us.
Thank you. So, Madam, the Zoom meeting, because this now another opportunity for those of now where they interested, say, okay, are they interested though? I just get some spare time where I just sit down for home. Are they interested? I want to learn this thing. They can learn a lot from your Zoom parties. So tell them about that and tell us quickly, 1 minute, because our time is up, about your charitable work. Make we just take that one round up. Thank you very much, my sister.
Charitable work I work with Giving Voice. Giving Voice is managed by the Royal College of Speech and Language Therapists, and it's a charity organization that funds children that have speech, language, and communication problems. The other one I also support is the international project. International project sponsor children from developing countries that have speech and language problems. I can introduce a lot of parents to that if they are really struggling with money, if they don't have money to help their children. That one I feel help you with that one if you need to apply for that. If you are in the UK, I can help you apply for funds with Aphasia. Aphasia is a charity organization that supports children that have speech, language, and communication difficulty here in the UK. That is not international, that is based in the UK. If you need funding to support your child that you want a private speech and language therapy for your child, you can apply to Aphasia. Aphasia will help you with that. I volunteer for them, I work with them, I support them, fundraise for Aphasia, and I do everything for them.
Thank you very much, madam. So as we dey say goodbye to una now, nice Ebenezer Obey music we go give now. Now that one you go dance waka comot. You see, thank you very much, madam. We appreciate una. We enjoyed and we learned a lot from una today. And Gloria is saying, thanks for sharing your knowledge and expertise, Esosa. And in fact, it's a pleasure to have you. So you can sign off now, madam, whenever you are ready. So, my people worldwide, you don't hear them and you don't see them. We go sign off now with the music of Chief Commander Ebenezer Obey. Thank you very much. Olurotimi Aino, God bless you, my brother. My dearest brother, God bless you. Thank you. And I see you. So, yours truly, the sign off be that. We don't use 7 minutes over our time. So, as we early the day with there, thank you very much, my sister. As we dance Mukulu Muke they go, make una tune, share this video, share it well. It go the more you share, the more helpful it is for our community. Oga President, thank you. Share them. Go to WAZOBIA page on Facebook, and as I dey sign off, I dey hail the people where they work behind the scenes to make this happen. Empress Mojibishi, I hail you. Oga Adex, DJ Adex, Ilebobade, I hail you. And Oga Alex Okudi, I hail you. God bless you now. Thank you and God bless. Take care. Bye now.